Yes, now we are still following up on this sad story that has happened today early in the morning hours after Kenyan activist Boniface Mwangi went on record on camera along with Agatha, who were abducted in Tanzania a few days ago but were later released by the Tanzanian government. And since then, there have been stories, people coming out to claim that this was just a stage managed abduction from the Kenyan people, try to sabotage the relationship between Kenya and Tanzania. You remember now there was quite a heated war online between Kenyans and Tanzanians. It led even to the Tanzanian president Samia Suluhu to ban Tanzanians from accessing the X, or rather Twitter platform. Now, Boniface Mwangi today, in a statement released to the media on X and also in a public video done today, has revealed some very heartbreaking things that happened to him while he was abducted in Tanzania, claiming that the Tanzanian people who had abducting him, the police officers, they had done such horrible things such as sodomizing him, raping Agatha, the lady who was also abducted, and it was quite a sad video. I'm pretty sure if you have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. Following this story, President of Tanzania Samia Suluhu is trending again on X with people reacting to this ugly video that was done by Boniface Mwangi when he decided to come out and speak of the ordeal that he faced in Tanzania. It was quite sad for him to relive the memories as he was seen crying painfully in the video. I'm pretty sure if you have not seen the video, please go back and watch my recent video. And the reactions from X, I can read you some of them. Dagwin DD says, seeing some wicked, evil people celebrate Boni's torture by Samia Suluhu makes you lose hope in humanity. How and why would you celebrate injustice and such despicable human cruelty? Does it mean that some of you are capable of the same? Yes, that is the tweet. And this is a quote from the big statement that Boniface Mwangi had posted, and this is what he had said, and I quote, "4 men told me to strip naked. They then grabbed me, lifted me up so fast, they tied me upside down, put lubricant in my rectum, and started inserting objects in my backside." Yes, that is what the Boniface Mwangi had said in that the video that has been trending from morning. Now, the Tanzanians have been praising Mama Samia Suluhu on X, saying amekuwa rais bora, and we even saw one of our own Kenyan, Kasipul, who has been doing media PR for Samia Suluhu, saying that is now loyal to Tanzania, and people are just doing this to destroy Suluhu's name. Some more of the reactions. Here is what people are saying. I just take you. Yes, these are the reactions from Kenyans. Another reaction from Captain Tony Mureithi says, Kenyans helped Samia Suluhu become president in 2021. There was a plot to have someone else take over other than Samia. Therefore, Madam President should have some respect for Kenyans and her citizens. The same CCM she claims allegiance to wanted her out of the way. Tutatoboa yote. That is Captain on X, who is reacting to this story of Samia Suluhu, whatever the torture the Kenyan people activists received in our country. Cornelius K. Rono says, what Idi Amin Mama did to Boniface and Agatha Atuhaire was so inhuman and terrifying. He ni unyama. Samia Suluhu is so evil. This should end in ICC. Yes, Also, from another person here, let me check on X. Shock. This is another media reacting to that tweet. Boniface Mwangi exposes the torture. Adele says Tanzania is a sovereign state. It holds the right to decide who enters and who doesn't. There are more than enough activists in Tanzania. Your presence was not needed there. Well done, President Samia Suluhu. Now, this is a Tanzanian who is reacting to Boniface Mwangi's statement after he came out and revealed how he was tortured. You remember Boniface Mwangi had gone to Tanzania to try and represent or defend Tundu, who is also facing court charges in Tanzania for not bringing peace. And this is a Tanzania who says that Tanzania had already enough activists, so you should have not been there. So you can see the temperatures are really rising. Chris Kilonzo says to President Samia Suluhu Hassan, you are trusted with the torch of Nyerere. Yet, instead of lighting a path for unity, your regime drenched it in fear. A woman cannot claim Mama Africa and yet preside over sons and daughters tortured in her name. You may rule, let me just expand the tweet here. You may rule with fear, but you cannot govern memory. You may erase passports, but you cannot erase the truth. That is a Kenyan, I guess. Ngandu here from Tanzania says that Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan ni kiongozi bora, mfano wa kuigwa. So you can see the Tanzanians are defending their president while let me see. Charles is saying his sitting position, and that's why he's scrolling his mobile phone while speaking to Tanzania president is fine. It is only Samia Suluhu Hassan. She's not worth of any respect if the torture her security men visited on Boniface Mwangi and Agatha is anything to go by. Yes, that is a reaction from that person here. Samia Suluhu fan club, they are already defending him. Kuria, okay, there's some mixed reaction because the case for Tundu Lissus is still going on in court. The case on treason, which is punishable by death, is still going on in court, and that is what Boniface Mwangi was going to Tanzania to try and defend. Okay, let me see some other reactions. You generalizing Tanzanian citizens are victims of police brutality, just like Agatha and Boniface. The ones to condemn are the police forces and the Tanzanian government under the Samia Suluhu president. Yes, that is someone reacting to that story. Then we have another one here. Let me try and look for the Dr. Maina Ndungu says, and I quote, human rights defenders go through a lot fighting tyrannical regimes, and Samia Suluhu has confirmed she's a dangerous despot willing to do anything, including assaulting people standing for justice in and outside Tanzania. That is why she has had the main opposition leader Tundu Lissu charged with treason and held without bail for over 2 months now. I'll tell you this, it takes a lot of courage to take on rogue regimes, and since June 2024, I developed a lot of respect for activists. That whole month made me realize it takes a special kind of a person to do activism and stand up for those being oppressed, abducted, tortured, and killed by dictatorial regimes. It's not easy standing up for what is right and true, especially when facing down the barrel of a gun and while being subject to inhumane treatment by your captors. I feel sorry for anyone I see attacking activists who put their lives and bodies on the line to defend democracy, human rights, and dignity. Without these activists and the international pressure they bring on rogue regimes, you would have no voice at all to good governance and accountability, especially anywhere in Africa. I pray that one day criminals used by these regimes get exposed and face justice for being animals they are. If you do not call out this madness, there will be no one to defend you when your time comes. That is well put by Daktari there on this story of Samia Suluhu. Of course, she's coming under a lot of scrutiny following the case, Tundulusu being in court for 2 months, and also what Boniface Mwangi said. Brian Osoro says Samia Suluhu, like Sheikh Hasina, presented a veneer of motherhood. Samia Suluhu is no different from the other evil, perverted African dictators who came and fell. Okay, Natalia John says awamu ya Rais Samia Suluhu, wanawake hawajalala, wanapiga kazi. This is Tanzania trying to support. Another person says Boniface Mwangi and Agatha narrates their torture ordeal in the hands of Samia Suluhu, Tanzanian police. She's being called the Kenyan Raila. I don't know where that is coming from. Okay, so those are some of the reactions from people on X. I'm pretty sure I could not find all of them right about now, but I would like you guys to maybe share your opinion in the comment section. What do you feel about this story? Boniface Mwangi has come out, spoken, reveal what happened to him, and do you think that this was right from the Tanzanian government to do this to Kenyan activists? Edward Munchoki was condolences to Boniface's pole sana bro, may justice prevail. Whoever did that to you, may they never know peace, may they die before their time, may our God send me sharp and catastrophe to their home. Samia Suluhu Hassan, we may not reach you, but humanity has no room for tyranny. Yes. That is Edward, who was reacting to Boniface Mwangi's ordeal in Tanzania. Shura Kiziwi says, shame to Samia Suluhu. Jorari says, Samia Suluhu is so foul for doing this. Yes. Boniface Mwangi, so sorry bro for doing this. They already of course, kuna watu wameanza kutengeneza memes. Mwingine anasema Boniface Mwangi akiambiwa rudi Tanzania atavalia boxer na afunge kifuli. Okay, that is a funny way ya kutry maybe to explain the situation of what happened to Boniface Mwangi in Tanzania. Willie says, in Tanzania, rape and sodomy is part of torture for dissidents. Every media house must report positively about Samia Suluhu and CCM or risk being shut down. Samuel Maina says, justice for Agatha. To imagine that a woman leader, not in opposition but a whole sitting president Samia Suluhu sanctioned the rape and torture of a fellow woman is disgust just to the core. She even had the audacity to address Kenyans as who? Ipo siku. Okay, another person, Kijikuria Wanjuguna, says Samia Suluhu should be extremely shameful of the ordeals that she put Boniface Mwangi and Agatha Adhuire to Haire. Yes. Harrowing in the hands of Samia Suluhu in Tanzania. That was a media house reporting. If Arab Mook says, if Samia Suluhu's government can subject Boniface Mwangi to such gruesome torture, I shudder to imagine what they would have done to you had you been abducted to had your abduction to Tanzania succeeded. This is a reply to Maria Sehai. Yes, so those are some of the reactions, guys. I cannot read all of them, but I've just informed you of what is happening. We are waiting to see if there will be any response from Tanzania government on these allegations from Boniface Mwangi and Agatha, but we all know that the Tanzanian government had already acknowledged that they knew there were Kenyan activists in their country, so it will be very hard for them to run away from this, but we'll be waiting to see whatever their reactions will be, and be sure I'll be here to inform you on that. Thank you so much for watching.